Now that the National Security Advisor, the person of Ribadu, have come out to admonish and accepted that the ammunitions used by terrorists and bandits in this country came from the federal government of Nigeria. What are you going to do as a person living in Nigeria? Stay with me to the end of this video as we analyze this.
Wazirika was agitating during Obasanjo. A lot of people were agitating. So now that you have arrested, you come down Wazirika that time, Nnamdi Kanu came up. Now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is there. I think this data from Ned Nwoko was telling you that even if you arrest Simon Ekpa today, another Simon Ekpa will come out. So the issue there is that address all those issues. The reason that can negotiate with him and allow him to continue with his agitation. If he meets the criteria of being having his own Biafra, so be it. Don't tell us that this country is not negotiable. Is not negotiable. The unity of this country is not negotiable. It's negotiable for Christ's sake. Because if things are not working the way it's supposed to be, I told you the other day I came here. I said that somebody from China has a say in this country and somebody from Southeast. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate president is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal president is from where? National Industrial Court president is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? You are telling me that yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Hanele and you are now brought in Jan Kojuku, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check. Let me start with the source. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it. In academics, they are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified. I will tell you, Mr. President, from the first day you are inaugurated till as I'm talking to you, all your policies, administration is totally against the people that we are governed. Now,
is it not a parody of some sort that we have two separate countries? One country for the rich, one country for the poor.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me today in this video. Today is Saturday, 2nd day of November 2024. As usual, the Nigerian soldiers who are corrupt, who are part of the plan to make sure they bring down Nigeria, who are working with the terrorists, have started, or should I say they continue, because it's not that they started, they have been doing all these things before. So they continue to, sell ammunitions and sophisticated weapons to terrorists. And most of the time, people who are good, when I mean people who are good, who are not accomplices, who are not working with them, if they discover what is going on, they will raise alarm, they will catch them. Recently, that was yesterday, to say police arrested one of them again. And people continue to raise the question, why is it that Nigerian military, their personnel are always working with the bandits? Their personnel are always selling ammunition to the terrorists. What they are doing is that if they thief, they steal guns, they steal anti-aircraft guns, anti-aircraft bullets, they will go and send it to the terrorists. What is the plan and what is going on?
The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Time with that number, we have raised and down, we have talked and so on and so forth, but it seems that nobody cared to listen, nobody cared to intervene, nobody cared to even talk about what is going on. The other day, for you to know that these people are very strong now in Nigeria and they have taken in charge of some territories. Terrorists owns part of this country, not Nigerian government. Now, the National Security Advisor had to send Air Force, military, just to guide a place where they are going to repair, the electricity that was down. Just for you to understand the level of, insecurity and accomplice in Nigeria. Now, Shara reporter reported yesterday that Nigerian police arrest soldier in Borno for allegedly smuggling ammunition to sell to bandits. The article was written November 2nd, 2024, and here is the details. It says the Nigerian police force has apprehended Private Private Barau Tajuddin, a soldier with the service number 22NA/82/3441, over alleged theft of military ammunition and anti-aircraft rounds. Tajuddin, assigned to the 19th Special Force Brigade in Maiduguri, was detained at the Maiduguri Motor Park en route to Kano, reportedly attempting to sell the stolen weapons to bandits. According to a source on Saturday, Tajuddin had been under surveillance and was intercepted while carrying the stolen ammunition intended for unlawful sale. He said the Nigerian police force have arrested a soldier identified as Private Barau Tajuddin with service number 22NA/82/3441 for stealing military ammunition and anti-aircraft rounds intended to sell for bandits. Private Barau Tajuddin is posted or working with the 19th Special Forces Brigade in Maiduguri and was arrested at the Maiduguri Motor Park on his way to Kano carrying the stolen ammunition. Shara reporters earlier in October reported that the National Security Advisor Ribadu snapped some Nigerian military and police personnel who were stealing arms and ammunition from their formation and selling it to criminal enemies. Ribadu has disclosed this in Abuja during the destruction of arms by the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. He had said, "We have to find a way of putting a stop to this. We must, if we want to, recover our country and live in peace and stability. The worst human being is a policeman or a soldier who will take arms from his own formation and sell them or hide them out for the bad people to come and kill his own colleagues. We must fight these people, but also there are merchants of death and evil from outside the world. The proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons remain a major threat to our national security, exacerbating issues such as insecurity, banditry, and other violent crimes." Now, this is not the end of the article, but I have to stop here because what I'm looking for in the article have been obtained. National Security Advisor Ribadu was telling Nigerians, and I watched him live when he was saying, first of all, he made a statement that shook so many people. He said that the weapon that the bandits, the terrorists are using belongs to Nigerian federal government. This is a national security advice on that Tinubu. Nigeria is a country where people don't pay attention when secrets are being exposed. Indirectly, how do they get the arms? That is what Ribadu continued to say. That Nigerian police and Nigerian military are the ones who are taking these arms and they send it to the bandits. Look at the country people are even dying for. People want to die for. The special security officers, police and soldiers are stealing or are taking the weapons and sending it to terrorists to come and kill you people. And when T.Y. Danjuma told you people that the police and the military are colluding to make sure they wipe away people, a lot of persons, they don't understand what he was saying. But here we are, and I have to tell you this for free. If you are waiting for the police or the soldiers to come and save you from all this mess, you are not going to be free. You will die. That is just the simple truth. It's not because we like to say it, but that is the reality and it must be said. Now, what are they going to do to the soldier, the military officer? Nobody will hear what they are going to do. Before you know, everything will end. Nobody will even talk about it again. That is the problem we are having in this country. That is the issue. And that is why we said that there is no country anymore. I was listening to Deja Deyanjo yesterday. He said this country is divided into two. One is for the poor, one is for the rich. Well, I think it's more than that. This country has been divided into so many places. And the earlier we come to the round table and accept the division of this country, the earlier the better. We must accept the division of the country. Yeah. We must accept that Nigeria is divided and we must let it be the way it is divided. If not, tell me, how can, now that our parents are no longer going to farm, things are happening, terrible things, how can you trust a soldier or a police who is sending his weapon to bandits who came to kidnap you? How can you trust him to come and, save you? How? That is the issue we are saying. And we want Nigerians, we want everyone in this geographical area to understand our message. Our message is simple. We bring out things that are going on and explain it to you. Because when people speak, we don't pay attention. The other day, Aja Natasha, when she came to the Arise News, national television, everybody was watching. She said that Tinubu said he don't have plans for Nigerians, and everybody was, it's nothing. It's not anybody can say that. And he is your president. He said he don't have plan for you, regards to insecurity, and your people are dying. I don't know what or how we are going to do this thing for people to really understand and realize that this country will not move forward if we continue like this. And everybody, it is done to us that we don't have control anymore. So please, to whom it may concern, let us channel our energy, our fight in restoring, the indigenous countries the way they were before the amalgamation of Nigeria. Let us put in more force in saying the truth as it is. Let us not continue to live in lies, because it is not going to help us.
How much more evidence do you need? He has confessed that they imported them for the elections. This is public. Why is the media not following up? Why are we not asking for accountability? So it seems very clear to me and to so many others. If you're in the public space, you hear people talking and pointing fingers. The ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onobo. I said it. APC is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Ask me for the evidence.
What are the facts?
Good. I just gave you confession of Kawu Baraje.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, Miyetti Allah made a public statement that if you want peace in your state, don't call any meeting. Provide land for Fulanis in your state. Public statement. Miyetti Allah. Miyetti Allah is a collaborator with the ruling party. We had a report that the ruling party funded Miyetti Allah to the tune of 100 billion. I wasn't there when the payment was made, but that's in the public domain. We had an official report that the government of Nigeria was going to establish a radio station in collaboration with Miyetti Allah, where Fufude, the Fulani tribal dialect, will be the language of communication. Now, interestingly, you asked me for facts. We have it on the authority of the Ondo state government that the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo state led the criminal suspect gang that killed Parafa Shoranti's daughter. That is on the authority of the Ondo state government. And they have been arrested. And the leader of the gang is the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo state. We have it on the authority of the Nigerian police that a headsman was arrested with a military rifle in Plateau State. I have the number of the rifle. I can send it to you by SMS. I just need to check my records. I have the rifle number. We have it on the authority of retired Colonel Nnam that the Fulani headsmen repelled in Okocha were using Nigerian army rifles from the barracks in that vicinity, and that the soldiers came to collect the rifles back. Now, who is the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Who should be responsible for the activities of these armed forces? We have it on the authority of General Danjuma. Danjuma has commanded these forces. We have it on the authority of General Danjuma that the armed forces are conniving with the bandits that are killing citizens. How much more evidence do you want? How much more evidence? We have hard physical evidence. We have testimonies from relevant authorities. How much more evidence do you want to know that the ruling party in Nigeria, the APC, is the sponsor of insecurity and terrorism? How much more evidence? I don't need any more evidence. I am 1000% convinced, and nobody has contrary evidence. The APC, the ruling party in Nigeria, is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria.
That is damning. For the fact that the Nigerian government sponsored terrorism has finally been institutionalized under this Buhari's regime.
I forgot one point. The trial in Dubai. The trial in Dubai, where some Nigerians were convicted for terrorism financing in Nigeria. The published report said that they were traced to people high up in government. So how much more evidence do we need? All the evidence is out there.